Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast brought to you by Little Caesars. Everybody out there, we had an amazing week. We very much appreciate you all. Everybody go in there and get Little Caesars 15 off 20 LCFREECC for free crazy combo with any purchase. Yummy in my tummy. Okay, we're going to talk a lot about Ivonne. We're going to talk Puffy, or that's when you know you're old. I always refer to him as Puffy still. That's Diddy. I know. I don't care.
We need to get one thing out of the way. Talk to me. Let me the screen.
Talk to me. Yeah, you look like crap. What do you talk to me?
Is that better?
Yeah, now you look sexy. Good.
Yeah, I don't like Mike Brown, guys. Okay? Stop texting me about it. Stop hitting me up on Twitter about it.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
He's probably going to get fired.
He sucks.
I get it.
Yeah, he sucks. There's no other way to put it. Cody's computer just crashed. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, the dramatic lighting. No, what's happening is like they're one of the lights went out in my but again it brings out my beautiful face. So.
Just to clarify, you have yet to change one light bulb in 2 days?
No, yeah, I haven't. It'll probably be until this weekend. I have no.
No, I know. You're a busy man.
Yeah. Okay, now, so we got a lot to get to here, and like I said, I'm gonna make fun of Diddy. Yeah, Mike Brown sucks though. There's really no.
Explain this to me. Okay, I'm not defending. I would rather. Tibbs
he's an awful coach.
Tibbs is better than Mike Brown, but just explain this to me, okay? Please, humor me. He with the Sacramento Kings, right? Won the Pacific. They lost in the first round. I get it. Won the Pacific. Okay, with the Lakers. With the Cavs, Cleveland, NBA Finals, Conference Finals, Lakers, semifinals, right?
All right, here's where I'm at. He's the only coach in history to get fired while coaching a prime Kobe and a prime LeBron. That's impressive.
Yeah. Well.
I mean, that really is. I mean, that is really what I just put at that's really what I put at when I just think about Mike Brown. If you get fired coaching the two best players maybe of the last 30 years squarely in their prime, I don't know what else to say. You stink. It's a bad hire, man. I'm sure he's a nice guy. I know everybody likes him, but that's bad. I would not. Let's see. Let me look. I'm looking Mike Brown right now. He does look like a nice guy. Dude, Michael Burton Brown. What a great, nice name. Like I said, I wouldn't hire him. I think Thibodeau, you know what it also shows me really quickly? It also shows me, too, with Thibodeau that team is a bunch of weenies because I
can tell you exactly what happened. Management interviewed him. They said they wanted to play for more of an offensive coach. They didn't even know who they were going to hire. They fired Tibbs to make everybody happy. Mike Brown is a pretty good offensive coach. He's probably going to get fired, but now the players get what they want.
Yeah, but it's funny. The players clearly don't care about results. You got to the Eastern Conference Finals. You took them 6 games against a team that got to the Game 7 of the MNBA Finals. All I'm saying is that, listen, if you're going to fire Thibodeau, fine, but don't have Mike Brown and Don Staley as your, 2 finalists or whatever.
Oh, they weren't the 2 finalists.
Well,
I'm curious if they hired Borrego as an assistant. I would be good with that.
Yeah. Well, they got to pull him off like the Puerto Rican national team, right? Isn't he like a coach on there?
No, he's with I think he's with New Orleans right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, either way. Okay. So there's that. There's my take. He sucks. We'll get to Diddy here in a little bit. We're going to make fun of him, and I'm going to say why Suge Knight is far more of a man than Diddy. Okay. But let's talk about Ivonne. Ivonne is now official with the U of A. Listen, we're going to talk about it. Oh, Cody, by the way, Cody's not even in here tomorrow. Tibbs is better than Brown. Tibbs is definitely better than Brown. Okay, sorry, Boiler Cat, AJTO. All right, now, as far as the small forward position goes, Sheer, I'm going to say it right now. Right now, I am throwing down the gauntlet. I've got rid of all my Greek gas. By the way, I got to talk about Greek gas, by the way. That's I think the small forward position is going to be better than it was last year for the U of A. Last year's small forward position, you had KJ and you had ADO. I think it's going to be better this year. Aristot, Yvonne, and ADO. I think it's going to be better.
Have you found anyone that disagrees with this?
No.
Yeah.
But you agree.
Strongly agree. I don't see how it's not better. I'm not a big KJ fan, but Just overall with depth and everything, it's got to be.
Well, I'm going to say there are people out there, some of the crash out folks that said that not having Carter at the small forward basically meant that this team has a Sweet 16 at best upside. Those people are wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. I actually think, and Cody, this is the thumbnail for tomorrow, Tommy's best team. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. I think it's going to be Tommy's best team. I'm going to, but again, we will.
Should be, right?
It should be. Yeah. All right, so let's get back to Ivonne, though. The thing that I like about it, and Fran Fraschilla, hey, I know that Fran Fraschilla is, I know that you've had your.
I don't mind Fran at all.
Can you reach out to him and see if he'll come on the show? I like Fran.
Yeah.
Fran, the man with the master plan. But Ivonne, like I said, I don't know what he's going to do, but I will say this. Do you think that between him and Dwayne, do they average, I'm going to give you a number right here. Do they average 14 per game, 13 per game, 13.
Between the two of them?
Between the two of them.
Yeah.
I think so as well.
That's probably the number.
Yeah, I think about 13. And then you also have ADO coming in there, and ADO is going to probably average 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, hey, go back. No, nobody cares what I said last year. It's all about. Here's on this show, we need to be very clear about something. We don't look backwards. We just look forwards. We don't hold grudges. We don't go any of that stuff. So
then, blocked Kobe? Man.
Yeah. Well, because Kobe got him pretty bad with the when he was.
No one blocks me. Everyone loves me.
My favorite is you, and you say you don't block anybody, and then I'll just get people like every day that reach out to me asking you to unblock them.
Unmute them. I don't block.
No, you block some people.
I don't. Rich Carrillo hasn't blocked me. He's blocked you.
Yeah, that is a good point. Rich Carrillo, that boxing match when we're not starting, we are, yes, Dennis, you blocked Dennis Walsh. So, all right. They're going to average 8 points per game on fast break transition baskets. They're going to be rim runners on the team. I agree with that. I think they're going to get, I think they're going to get something like that.
I'm very.
Yeah. Mouth. Oh yeah, good. Do it.
That was not a mouth fart. That was
it a mouth fart? Yeah. It wasn't a mouth
sneeze.
Fart. Sneeze fart.
Yeah, I mean, I defensively, I'm very intrigued as well. Again, Aristot, grown man. Ivan, grown. Ivonne, grown man. Who's the other one? ADO,
grown man.
Grown man. Like it's very different.
Yes, it's different, and again, we don't know until we actually see it. But I think that the small forward position, plus you got so much more girth. You got physicality. You got a lot of different things in there.
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm very intrigued. I'm very intrigued by the position overall.
By the way, everybody out there, if this boxing match were to occur, could we raise?
I'm muting myself to blow my nose.
Yeah, go ahead. If this boxing match were to occur, do we think that we could raise $10,000 and it goes to the charity of my choice? Since I would smack him around pretty bad. That's what like I said, I'm dead serious about this. We're gonna have a graphic about this. I'll even fly into his neck of the woods, San Francisco, to make sure that this boxing match occurs. So yes, we are not giving this one up. But Ivonne becoming official, now is, like I said, that's a good thing. It's something that Arizona prioritized early. Also, what I'm gonna keep coming back to is the people that know all these. Yeah, don't ask Rage for a donation, that's for sure. But the people that have watched Ivonne that know all of it, yeah, we'd live stream it, Nifty Cello. The people that are talking about like that have watched Ivonne, they all really, really like him. I think that's something that should be.
You know what's weird about him is, but when you look it up, he's not a spacer, right? Like his shooting percentages.
Boiler Cat will hate him.
His shooting percentages from 3 aren't good. But when you watch him, his form is good. I don't understand why they don't go in.
Well, he's also 17 or 18 years old too.
I mean, they don't go in. Like it looks good.
Right. By the way, maybe the biggest slap around this entire past offseason was me with a Boiler Cat. Boiler Cat kept telling me, he's like, all that matters is shooting. And then at the end and he said that this team would never be good offensively. They led the conference in scoring, and their offense certainly wasn't an issue against Duke. Take the L, Boiler Cat. You lose. Okay. Now, Dwayne Aristot, though, are we in on Dwayne Aristot being a spacer?
I think he's a capable shooter. Yeah.
You know what's intriguing? If you watch him, go back and watch some of his highlights. I like how we won't get any updates on Aristot, and it annoys me. I keep asking. It's almost as if Boiler Cat. It's almost as if the I don't know. It's almost as if the you said that the team was incapable of scoring. I don't know. All right, so Either way, with Dwayne Aristot, though, he's a very good ball. He's a better ball handler than people think. Now, I'm not going as far as some of that crap where he's a 2-guard or like he's a point forward or whatever was trying to whatever they were ever trying to sell us. But at the same time, he's a fairly decent ball handler. He's a better ball handler than KJ.
Yeah, absolutely is. I like Aristot a lot.
Yeah, Aristot.
Yeah,
Aristot. He's a capable spacer. Okay, let's get a couple reads in here. Let's get a couple reads in here and then get back to it. Back to space. Space time, baby. Space. Oh, RJ's Frozen Cactus. Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Hey, I was there the other day, and it was funny. I could actually hear an airplane, and I just assumed it was Dennis Walsh.
It was.
I mean, it was. Do you think Dennis Walsh flies do you think he flies like a 747, or what do you think he flies when he flies?
Not a 747.
When he takes Bird around.
Yeah. Oh, one of those little ones.
Like a Cessna or something, like the thing that JFK Jr. Crashed in or whatever, like one of those things.
Yeah,
right?
One of those. Definitely one of those.
Do you know how I shook JFK Jr.'s hand?
And now look at him.
I don't think it had anything to do with that, but maybe it did. Yeah. Either way, RJ's Frozen Cactus. Pre-game at RJ, then ride share to the game. And again, if you're Kobe L. Thiel is there many, many times. Now, he talked about a guy that needs to ride share to the game, not having an AC on that 206,000-mile Dodge Challenger. Yuck. Get there, and you will thank me later. No bad seats in the house. Red hot beer, ice cold beer, red hot sports. Check it out. All right, now look at this woman right here. Championship package coming in 1997, and that is the look of somebody that is excited to get the championship package, 1997. Cher, have you ever? My mom. My mom is going to. She switched over. She's got her checkup.
I have an announcement.
With Land the Man with the Master Plan. Yeah, hold on. Let's get this out of the way, though, first. 1997, like I said, very, very good.
This is the announcement.
Yeah, what do you got?
I will be moving over to Aris Dental here in the next couple weeks. I will be.
Yes.
My dentist. I've been going to my dentist forever.
Right.
Like years. And he dropped our dental insurance, which is super weird because we have like the most common dental insurance in the state. And now we need a new dentist. So Aris Dental.
Are you on Access?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All right. I didn't know if you were.
Is he on? Which one is he at? He lands at the one closer to you, right?
Oh, this is good. Yes, this is good. Yeah, no, Mr. Tyler Warden, that's great. Yeah. Well, no, he's there's one there. He's got 4 of them. He's got one on your side of town. The one that my mom's going to.
Right?
Yeah. Then he's got one that's on like Rita and Houghton or something like that. But either way, I'm very excited about that. Yeah. Check it out, 1997. Now, Armando Jasso. I actually met him in Hyannisport. We actually, because we were doing a whole tour up there, my grandmother was very interested in the Kennedys growing up, and he was out there. He's a really difficult guy to miss, too. I mean, he's a pretty good-looking dude, but not as good-looking as me, but that's probably why he gravitated over towards me, because he knew that I was better-looking. But either way, it's pretty cool, though. I shook his hand, though. He was actually kind of a taller guy. I didn't think he'd be that tall. Okay, so anyways, let's get back to the small forward spot. I think it's going to be better. I think it is going to be better, and I will sit there and say that. Now, I want to talk about C.D. Gay for a minute here. Hold on. All right, I want to talk C.D. Gay here for a minute. So here's the deal. Sheer, we still don't know what the deal is with him.
No, I mean, it's a process. Like, you don't just get a visa and come over. It is a process. They're in the process. When it gets to when it gets to a certain time, we'll know more. Just know that Arizona's in the same place as a lot of other schools.
It was. You're right, Dennis Walsh.
Kobe keeps asking, so I'll answer. The portal window is not for everyone. So they just added a new portal, Mike, because that's what we need. We need another portal period. All it is schools that were going to cut players from roster limits can now enter the portal. So let's say Alabama has 100 players, they're paying 80 players, and there's 83 guys, so they cut 3 of them. Those 3 guys can enter the portal now. So if Arizona has anyone that enters the portal, it's going to be like the worst of the worst, basically.
Anybody from Alabama or Georgia, we will take you.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like that, Mike. It's going to be
No. It needs to be like that. We will take any of you.
No one of any significance is going to enter the portal unless schools are willing to lie.
People thought that BBN was a man of little significance, and look at that.
Yeah.
Including you.
Yeah.
Hey, at what point do you think we're going to be able to trade players in the portal?
Soon, I'd assume.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I would trade some people. I'd also trade, hey, and we should trade like listeners. We'd trade Rage for like a week, and then send him back after he pays us the money. So, anyways, any SEC school that has good players, I would be interested in. Oh, Chief made a good point yesterday. So Chief was talking with this lady, Rich Carrillo, and Chief said that and this is totally off topic, but Chief said that he thinks that Jed knows that he made a mistake leaving for Washington because he's not going to be able to compete with the highest of the high, and he probably tanked his prospects of going to a better place. I thought that was an interesting point from Sir Chief.
Yeah, I don't think he regrets it at all.
Yeah, but I do think his
bank account doesn't regret it.
His bank account doesn't regret it, but I will say that I think his upward mobility, though, I don't think that he's. I think you're about to see a lot of 7-5, 8-5 seasons from him.
Yeah.
No,
I get that, but
yeah. So either way, yeah. No, I mean it was a rare good point, but whatever. Okay, so there is that. Now we're going to talk about football schedule here in a little bit. We're going to talk basketball, but CD Gay, I think with CD Gay. I really want to get him in here this year.
I would just be cautiously optimistic.
But here's why. Where's he from again? Like Sudan or Somalia? Where's he from?
I believe he is. I don't want to say if he's
like
he's Senegal.
Senegal.
Yeah.
Was that we decided that was the place where they do the lashings, right?
You decided that.
No, wasn't that the place? Was it? No, that was Singapore.
Yeah.
But yes, I would bring. I hope he gets here because again, at the end of the day, I need 1 year of him practicing, working out with Chris Rounds, doing all of that stuff, and then getting in there. And because I think there's a very good chance he could be the starter next year.
Yeah, they like him. They think he's good.
I saw Mabel on campus the other day. He's a skinny guy.
Very skinny.
Mm. He looks very young. He looks very happy too. He looked very like he was leaving.
He's loving life, man. It's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Singapore, very different than Senegal.
Is it though? Is it at the end of the day?
I don't know, man.
It is.
That's like somebody saying North Korea or Pakistan. Where you want to stay?
Yes.
Although Pakistan would probably be the answer. Although I wouldn't want to stay in Pakistan though. Would you rather live in Pakistan or Iran?
Well, Mike. I happen to be a Jew. So
yeah. Well, trust me, Pakistanis don't like you much either.
No, I'd rather live in Pakistan. Probably. I don't know. That's a good question. Right. Can I live in neither?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You're like I plead the fifth. Yeah. But yeah, Pakistan would not. They're not. I don't know if you know or not, but they're the ones who give safe harbor to Bin Laden. So I don't know that they're probably big fans of you.
I'll ask around.
All right, yeah. Gay starting over Krivas. I don't.
No.
Well, no, he's not. But I kind of think that. I also kind of think though that Krivas will. I think this is going to be Krivas last year at the U of A.
Yeah, Mike loves Krivas.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, you think he's off to the MNBA?
Why not? Why not Arizona?
Yeah, I was going to say, why not Arizona? Why not Krivas, baby? Okay, let's get a couple more reads in here and get back to it. Yes. No, I mean, sure, Pakistan. Well, we should. Hey, you know what we should do? We should come up with. That's a good list. Yeah. Friday.
Oh, this is a horrible list. Don't do this.
We're going to come up with 10 countries that we would least want to live in.
I mean, Mike, there's a lot of countries in the world.
Yeah, that's why we have to choose 10. We're going to run a tight ship.
This feels like it's going to wind up being offensive. I don't know about this one. Chat, what do you think?
Chat, what do you guys think?
I think this is dangerous.
Yeah, look at Joseph. Joseph said it's a really good idea. Boom.
Yeah, but that's, if anything, that tells us it's a bad idea.
Why? Because Joseph is setting us up for failure, you think?
Absolutely.
Hey, man, our sponsors have all re-upped. They're not going anywhere. Who cares? Mike trying to lose all viewership from like...
And on 4th of July, Yep. See, Tyler Ward.
That's BS.
No, but that's what it's going to be viewed at. We can't.
All right, fine, whatever. All right. Anyways,
everyone's like, no,
everyone's like, wouldn't touch it except Joseph. It'd be a better off cam. All right, fine. Pakistan would have been on my list. That's the only thing I'll give you guys.
Pakistan's pretty.
Pakistan?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. No, they're. Oh, Cody's like, shut up, dude. Yeah. Showing the fourth. Yeah, Andy. Okay, now go to Comfort X HVAC. Kobe L. Thiel is in here. Kobe L. Thiel. You know what I don't get about this generation of kids? They're all lazy. They're all everything. They just want everything handed to them, this and that. Why in the world would you not get air conditioning?
It's ridiculous. Speaking of third world countries.
Yeah, seriously, Kobe L. Thiel driving around in that beat-up Charger with 200,000 miles on it and no air conditioning. Get to Comfort X HVAC. We will help you out there. You don't need to be doing this. You do not need to be doing this. Small business with big savings built on trust for the long haul. Perfect track record, and they'll give you a free AZ12 shirt. You can get a free AZ12 prep shirt, baby. Check it out. Back the shirt. Back the Comfort XH. Boom, or Comfort. Yeah, Kobe's car is a third world country, basically. Yes. Okay, now. All right, Baggins. Yummy. All right, so, as you guys know that I had a lot of gas yesterday. A lot of gas. It was not good. But I blame it on Greek food, not on Baggins. But because Baggins is very, very healthy. Now, use code AZ12 for 15% off. Join our VIP text club. And again, get the bag, baby. Every sandwich. Sure, you like chocolate chip cookies.
Duh.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't?
I've said this before. If you ever come across someone who doesn't like chocolate chip cookies, they're not for you.
You know what? What do you think's odder? Someone that doesn't like chocolate chip cookies or somebody that refuses air conditioning in Tucson?
Ooh, that's a good chocolate chip cookies. Easily.
So do we think that Kobe L. Thiel probably doesn't like chocolate chip cookies, though, if he doesn't like air conditioning?
No. I respect him enough to know that he likes chocolate chip cookies.
All right, use code AZ12, baby. 15% off. Check it out. Get the bag. Okay, now, get the bag. Get the cowboy. Yeah, that's what Ben One White said. All right, now, where were we talking about? Oh, we're talking about bad ideas that I guess we won't do. But yeah, you guys are probably right on that one. Yeah,
we're gonna do favorite genders instead.
No. Portland.
We should do some sort of fourth of maybe best American foods, like favorite. It's got to be like an American.
Oh, but hey, wait a second. That's why are you limited to American foods?
Because it's 4th of July, Mike.
But all countries matter.
What are you talking about? 4th of July.
Did I ever tell you these two guys got into an argument?
Founding fathers.
That's a good one. Top 10 favorite presidents.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Did I ever tell you about these guys that got into an argument at the gym and it was hysterical? About this guy was going on. They were arguing about all lives matter, Black Lives Matter, this or that. And the one guy that just said he just kept saying all lives matter. He came in. This was actually really funny. He came in with a 4th of July shirt and said "Proud of my country." And then the other guy comes up to him and they're friends, so it was funny. And he goes up to him and he says, "Wait a second. Why are you celebrating your country's birthday?" He said, "All countries matter." It was very funny. It made me laugh. I laughed. And then I moved on. Okay. So
top 10 ideas Mike has passed on due to political correctness.
Top
10 Mike mispronunciations. That's a good one too.
Yeah, but I can't be in charge of that one though, because I don't think Taiwanese state matters. It does, yes.
Cody, come up with a draft for America Day.
Yeah, we got to figure out something good though. Yeah, back the America, back the A, baby. Yeah, I just thought it was a solid rebuttal though. He says all countries matter. Okay, so what about sports topics? We don't want to talk sports. Well, maybe we do. Sports topics, Julie, come on.
Koa Pete, 13 points in 13 minutes today.
Yeah, let's talk about a little bit of that.
Shout out Jordan.
You know, can you bring up? Let's go through Arizona basketball's out of conference schedule.
I can't bring that up. It's not out yet.
There, we already have it, don't we?
Not days and stuff.
You know what's super overrated is fireworks.
We do this every year.
Dude, fireworks suck.
Yeah, we do this every year.
All right, well, either way, Ted Wardo hates them as well. I just want to put that one out there. Okay, well, either way. All right, yeah, Koa Pete right now. Better spacer, Koa Ivonne. I don't think either one of them are a traditional spacer.
Yeah, neither of them are traditional spacers.
Yeah, but I think that Koa is going to be the proverbial zone buster, though, and I think that's what's kind of exciting about this skier.
Yeah. He's going to be, again, because it's yesterday, but like you put him on the top of the key at the free throw line or whatever, and you're in business.
Top 10 greatest inventions.
July 4th could be a busy. Oh no, July 5th is going to be a busy day.
What's going to be busy on July 5th?
Multiple announcements.
Oh, commitments?
There should be at least one commitment.
All right,
possibility of two.
The great Portland Timbers. Let's see. 7 pitcher. The great. Yeah, they're cool for kids, but I guess I don't like them. It seems to me they're loud and they're obnoxious and they're annoying. Who was the football player that blew off his arm?
Let me rephrase this for you, and you can tell me. I like professional fireworks. I think they're entertaining. Go to Disneyland, go to Marina, you sit. It's fun. The dudes in the street.
Those guys are the biggest.
Annoy the hell out of me.
Dude,
I'm all for professional fireworks. When you're a dude in the street with a sparkler that makes a really loud noise at midnight, I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I don't like.
Yeah, but who was the guy that lost his arm?
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yeah, Jason Pierre-Paul. Did you ever see it? Like he came in there and was
awesome.
like,
I don't mess with fireworks. Like Aurora will be like, "Oh, go buy these fireworks at like Fry's."
Yeah, no way,
absolutely not.
No way. I would rather have my nugglers chopped off than do that. So, well, I don't know about that.
Big 12 Media Day next week too, Mike.
I can't think of a bit. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I can't think of a bigger waste of time than Big 12 Football Media Day for the U of A.
They took away the poll, which is good. We'll do that next week. But
that's what Ben White said.
Yeah, we'll do the poll next week. They are allowing us to do all conference teams. Can you think of anyone on Arizona that belongs to the first 2 teams? The only one I would be.
Yes, I can, young man. I can. Back up.
Genesis is the only one that's tempting.
I would put Genesis on there.
Okay, who else? No one, dude. No one. Keep in mind that. Hold on.
Chris Hudson. We're doing it.
No, give me a break.
All-American lineman Chuba May.
Keep in mind this.
Yeah, what about Chuba?
For what?
What about Chuba?
For what?
Oh, Patterson kick returner.
There is one kick returner allowed. It's only first team, dude. So it's one QB.
Yeah, I mean, well, why not follow?
Honestly, no. There's no one from Arizona. There's no one.
Phil Steele disagrees.
That's good. Phil Steele screwed that up so bad. The dude on Houston is very clearly the best kick returner.
I don't think so, man. I mean, Jeremiah Patterson, how many times were we sitting there and just waiting for a tweet from Joseph saying, man, that one was almost broken?
I don't know. I usually was sitting there wondering when the game was going to end.
What was the hardest game, the most annoying game? You know what's funny though? The games were actually kind of fun because we just started reveling in our misery.
Yeah. I'm trying to what was the most this is actually a good question, Mike. What was the most
Hey, check this out.
I want this game to end game of the season last year?
Well, I always leave like at halftime, so I don't really care. But
UCF. It was UCF without doubt.
You think it was UCF?
Yeah, but that game was at UCF though. A game. Are you talking about
the home game? I mean, the home game is very easy to me. The home game was very clearly Colorado.
Colorado was awful.
Colorado was done within seconds, and it was atrocious.
And then we had that Jake loser behind us too.
And then that's the game where Brent or Atkins or whoever you want to blame, they're down like 34 to -7, and then they have 4th and 1 at the 50, and they punt.
Yeah, they punt it. No,
that was bad when like Lev is like yelling in the press box, like, "What are we doing?"
I remember I was sitting. I was sitting next to. I think it was the ASU game, and I was sitting next to Craig Morgan. ASU one was bad too. I was sitting next to Craig Morgan, and Craig Morgan's very much like a Jamino type, very much by the book, proper, been around, done a lot of things. And he's like, does this guy always punt it on like 4th and inches when he's down like 21 points on the other teams? And
the ASU one didn't annoy me as much because ASU was very clearly better than Arizona. You knew what was going to happen. Colorado comes in there. I think Arizona, like the spread was small, and Arizona just looked like it didn't even belong on the same field.
Yeah, and Colorado wasn't even good. So that's
that's what I'm saying. Like it was like nothing went right. Like they couldn't run the ball. They couldn't just nothing.
Yeah, and I like too about when they would punt the ball to give it back to Colorado, and they should have just gone for it. And Colorado would then say, "Okay, it'll take 2 possessions or 2 snaps to score a touchdown."
Arizona had 7 punts in a game that lost 34-7. 7, just go for it, dude.
Yeah, seriously.
Can we get clarification on? Can we get clarification on whether that was Brent or?
At the end of the day, it's the head coach. I don't give a.
4th and 1 decisions, in my opinion, are always on the head coach.
Yeah, I'm not blaming it punting it, but they also had the onside. Oh, remember we started with the onside kick.
That game to me was by far the worst. The away game, I went to BYU, and that was infuriating because they actually had chances in that game.
Yeah, no, but here's what happens when you sit in the press box. Basically, at the end of the day, I don't blame I'm not putting it on the OC. I'm going to put it on the head coach. It's 4th and inches at the 50, and you're down like 14, and you're like,
My thinking is it going to change this year? Are we going to see more of that?
Yes, because I think Seth Day will basically say, I'll quit right now if you don't go for it on 4th.
Well, it better. And if he does it again I will say one thing. You know what nobody likes? Here, let's get a couple reads in. Besides, I want to tell you something, though, what nobody likes. And, not even trying to win. But besides me, there's something else that nobody likes. But, yeah, let's get a couple reads in here first. Back to reads. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Oh, my gosh. Look at this. This is new.
Whoa.
Holy moly. Holy guacamole.
Once again, Cody stepped up big.
Dude, this is good. All right. 2 convenient locations. Green Valley. Welcome to the Rock. All right. 50-plus locally sourced landscaping materials serving to residents and contractors east of Benson, Sierra Vista, west of Marana, south of Nogales, north to Oracle. Back the rock, baby. Back the rock. Now, Dennis Walsh says he's going to go eat rock. Oh, not eat rock. He's going to go eat Baggins while he sits on rock.
I don't know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He said he was going to do it, so do it. Yes. Yeah. Do you all smell what the rock is cooking? That's very, very good. Yummy, 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 yummy. All right, Green Valley Decorative Rock. Don't eat the rock, though. So again, check it out. He's going to eat rocks. Yeah. When somebody says kick rocks, we need to start just saying eat rocks, baby. So check it out. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Big 12 Bobby. Hello, Big 12 Bobby. Okay, what else we got in here? Talk to me. Sheer.
Michael.
Sheer, I don't see you.
Michael.
Holy moly. Oh, gosh. We got new deals, baby. Back these deals. Look at these things. Oh, gosh. These things are going like hot
Michael.
These things are evaporating like spam on a boiling rock in Tucson. All right, check it out. July, that works, I think.
Spam doesn't evaporate. I know that.
How do you know?
Spam does not evaporate.
I don't like spam, but I'd rather spam someone. All right, but either way, July promo, 15-year anniversary, 50% off prescription clearance sunglasses. Check this out, ArizonaPrimaryEyeCare.com. Skier, you're using Arizona Primary Eye Care, as am I. This is true.
This is true.
Also, we got to give Cheryl a massive shout out because Cheryl gets a lot of food from Baggins and Little Caesars. Cheryl, go to Arizona Primary Eye Care. We like Cheryl. She is great. Same day urgent visits, all of it. Back the eye, baby. Yeah. Okay. Here's where I'm going to tell you with Brent Brennan, though, where the people will be out immediately on. I'm going to tell you this, and I will continue to give my football advice because I think they actually listen to some of it.
Already they're out on it, or if you
No, they will the second they see this. Nobody likes beta football. Period. If you're Arizona football and you ever encounter a 4th and 1 or a 4th and inches on the other team's side of the field, never punt it. Ever. There is nobody will ever go for that ever, nor should they. You're Arizona. We don't plan on winning 13 games, but you've got to. Nobody likes beta football. Would you agree with that? No punting on 4th and inches in the other team's territory ever.
Yeah.
Stanford put up with it for a long time.
I don't care about that. I mean,
then look at him.
And Shaw sucked anyway. I knew I was on to Shaw not being good for the forever. So, but. And especially too, well, at least Stanford, you got good defense. You at least had better players. Arizona's defense, we're giving up 800 points per game. Here's what we don't need to do. Don't punt the ball and try to save 10 yards and then say, oh, well, you know what, we're going to make them work for it. And then they score a touchdown in 3 plays. No, not on my watch.
USA.
Yeah, we're going to start chanting that. No, but seriously, on a serious note, that is honestly, I think that was the most infuriating thing about all of last year. It was like,
just go on. Yeah, just go for it. What's the worst that could happen? You lose 67-7 instead of 56-7?
Yeah, exactly. And then at least go out there. It's like, go out there with a bang. Yeah, no soft weenies, baby. Now, let's see here. Portland Timbers says, Brennan pulled that consistently at SGSU. It was the biggest complaint, so it wasn't a surprise. Well, stop doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, just because you did it there doesn't mean that you have to do it here.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. You should learn.
Portland Timbers is awesome. I love how people in the football department keep trying to figure out who Portland Timbers is. Portland Timbers, do not tell them who they are. That is part of the charm of this. Or he says, or it would be 4th and 1. Tomey taught him to punt. But again, I will say this, though, Dennis Walsh, and you know this better than anybody. If I got the Desert Swarm, which is giving up like less than 1 point per game, fair enough. But we did not have a good defense last year. Everybody out there, did you watch Arizona's defense and say that's good? No. Leave it at that.
No.
All right, Portland Timbers. Or when they'd go 4th and 1, they'd go for it and design a play for Sam Olsen. Yes, that is true. They would do that. So, just don't do it. Because nobody likes passive stuff, especially if you're going to go out there and just go Madden style if you have to. I would rather go Madden style and literally just go 5 wide and wing it knowing I got 4 downs than to play this run, pass. Oh, it's 4th and inches. Oh, we don't want to offend the other team. Let's kick it.
I'm down, dude. I'm down. I agree with you. I'm proud of you.
All right, I was hoping that you would argue with me. You're not arguing with me.
No,
so,
go for it. I'm all about going for it.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
I don't think teams go for it enough.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, no punts this year. Agreed, Eric Brotherton. Now, listen, if it's like 3rd and 19 at the 6 or something, like I get it. But anytime it's on the other field and it's short, go for it. Nobody cares, and you're going to get – I will give you a lot of credit if you play to win, not to lose. Arizona last year played not to lose, and they did a terrible job of it.
Yeah, and that's another thing I hate too. Don't play not to lose. When basketball teams do it too at the end of games, I can't stand it where they just dribble around and then all of a sudden the other team comes back. Of course they come back. You changed everything. Play. Yeah. Herm Edwards is a very smart man. You play to win the game.
Is there a bigger scumbag in all of sports than Herm Edwards?
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
I mean, I'm sure there are, but I love when I see Herm Edwards, those commercials come up where he's like a keynote motivational speaker. I cannot think of anybody. You talk about snake oil slithering out of that suitcase.
Yes.
I mean, what I mean, yeah, no good. No good. Okay, so that's where I'm going to. That's where I'm going to leave it. That is my advice. Go for it. No beta football. Boom. No beta football. Hey, that's going to be my motto this year. No beta football.
I like it.
Yeah, no beta football. That's what we're going to. And you know what? If we lose, because we're going for it on 4th down, that's awesome.
Right. It happens.
Yeah, it happens, man. We are going to say, wasn't there like a high school team that always went for it on 4th down?
Yes.
I like that guy. Whoever that guy is, that guy's smart.
They didn't win very much, but you know what? It was fun.
Who cares? It's fun. Yeah, again, you want to get fans in the seats. This is how you get fans in the seat. They should put me as the...
Who's the coach of like Miami or Florida that never kicked field goals?
Was that? I thought that was just high school.
No, I thought that was high school.
No, it was a college. It was a college coach that he lost the game on a. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look it up.
Hey, you want to hear a story? People are talking about this punting on 3rd downs. So my dad went to Ohio State as an undergrad, and he went to a game, and Woody Hayes kept punting the ball on 3rd down, and everyone's like, "Why is Woody Hayes punting the ball on 3rd down?" And they asked him about it in the presser, and he's like, "I'm Woody Hayes. Don't question me." All right.
And then your dad beat the crap out of Woody Hayes.
Yeah. My mom was correcting me on Twitter yesterday.
Janet knows.
I put out my Caleb, and she said it's our Caleb.
Janet knows. Typical Janet dub.
Yeah, no, that's just, yeah. So anyways, all right, no beta football. That's going to be that will be my motto for this coming season. All right, now, Sheer, let's talk Arizona football recruiting. Talk about things that pay the bills around here. So what can we expect? Men of girth?
Yeah, so it's 2 linemen. 2 linemen are announcing on Saturday. The first one, Manoa Fusa. He's down to Arizona, Colorado, and North Carolina. I like Arizona's current position in this one. Man of girth, Mike. He is 6'2", 310, and I think he's actually bigger now.
Does he have any other offers though, or is this more?
I literally told you, but his offer list at some point. Colorado and North Carolina are committable offers. Cal, Maryland, Miami, Oklahoma State, Texas, UCLA, USC, and Washington offered at some point during the process.
Why is he coming here?
Because he's Juice County, baby.
Wow. Could you hire Les Fafita?
For what?
It's like the recruiting coordinator.
I don't think Les would take it.
Less. Sometimes you got to do more with less. That would be my motto.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that would be pretty good. Yeah, but again, we need this all going to come down to the lines here. Now, you like the U of A defensive line, though. Why are you so bullish on the defensive line?
Speaking of defensive line, Mike, you have another player deciding from our competition, Compass Prep Football.
Those losers.
He is not an OKG. He's a top 500 player. 6'3", 300 pounds. Katrin Harris, Missouri, Cal, Arizona. Arizona's got a very legit chance here.
What's his name? Katron?
Katron? I don't know. Keytrin. I'll let you mispronounce it.
Say it again.
Keytrin.
Oh, so it's the traditional spelling.
Yeah, Katron.
Yeah. Okay, traditional spelling. I get it.
So yeah. I mean,
yeah. Look at Joseph. That offer list does nothing for me.
Yeah,
Joseph. I'm going to disagree with you a little bit.
Yeah. Katrin Harris's offer list does nothing for you.
Yeah, come on, Joseph. You're better than that.
We have about 440 in the country. He's got offers from, and these are real offers.
It's Keytrain.
Missouri, Cal, Arizona, UCLA, ASU, Georgia, Iowa State, Miami, Oklahoma State, Tennessee, Texas A&M, West Virginia. That does nothing for Joseph.
Joseph, those are some good schools in there. Now, I get the Cal and the Washington State ones, but those are good schools, though.
Yeah, no, Arizona,
Missouri. Yeah, I'm fine with that one. Come on, Joseph. You were mad.
Get out of here, Joseph.
Yeah, by the way, hey, we were talking about Rage not paying his bets. Joseph said that Joseph also said that he was going to real-time Baggins or Little Caesars. He never did any one of it. Probably because he's off refereeing flag football games instead.
Ridiculous.
You should be bringing the kids Little Caesars pizza.
Ridiculous.
He only said Cal and Missouri. No, he didn't. He named off like 30 schools.
I said those were his finalists.
Yeah, I do kind of wonder, though, to a certain degree, though, like, are those like committable?
Okay. Let's say all the other ones aren't committable. Let's say Missouri, Cal, and Arizona is. Who should Arizona be competing with for commitments?
Missouri, I'm fine with.
Yeah, like what are we talking about here?
Yeah, I would always go against Elijah Drinkman or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Drinkwater.
Yeah, Windows. Yeah, I know. Elijah Drink. Who's this OC bodybuilder? What about Philip J? Oh, stop!
Oh no!
Stop!
Oh,
I almost fell for it. No, I didn't. I didn't go. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
You did it.
I didn't say it though.
You said the first two.
Yeah, but nobody knows what if you were just listening on the audio, you don't know what it was.
I can't believe that happened. Nick Arenas has been trying to get you to do that for weeks.
Yeah, Nick Arenas. Finally... Yeah, I'm on to you. Yeah, you didn't get me though. Nice try. Losers. All right. I'm fine with those. Here's where I'm at. If it's a top 30 type program and they have an offer, I'm cool with it. Missouri, Joseph, you're wrong. Wasn't Missouri like the?
I would. Why are we complaining about competing against Missouri?
I mean, we got their. Hold on, let's see here. Missouri football last year. Joseph, you're an idiot right now. Hold on.
Yeah, talk to him, Mike. Talk to him, baby.
Yeah, back the A, baby. No beta football. Yeah, whoop. All right, Missouri football. Let's see here.
Talk to him.
Yeah, hold on. Eli Drinkowitz, dude. It's such a great name.
Yeah,
he's
Elijah
a brother.
Drinkwater.
He's a brother of yours, right? Or
yeah.
Yeah. I would have to. Is he the best Jewish coach in college football?
Wow, I can't believe you threw Jed under the bus.
I mean,
best Jewish college football coach.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Drinkwitz.
I don't think Drinkwitz is Jewish.
His name's Elijah Drinkwitz.
I know. I don't think he's Jewish. I'm that serious.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy moly! Then he's an imposter.
Yeah, he's not Jewish.
Holy moly! That's wow. All right, hey.
Right now, I think the only college football coaches it's Jed. I think Jed might be the only one.
All right, here. Hey, Joseph. Hey, Putz. Listen to this. So, in the last 2 years, Missouri finished 8th in the country, and last year they finished 20th.
Yeah,
that
I don't really
fine.
know what we're even discussing. I really don't.
Yeah, I am more than okay with that. Joseph, come on. Yeah, Jed is Jewish. But the guy that came up with the shirts, he had Temple with Jed or something like that in New Jersey, I think. Like they went to Temple together or something like that.
Yeah, Jed's Jewish.
Yeah. So, all right. So anyway, that's where I'm going to lead it with that. All right. I want to talk about Diddy here in a minute, though. I have some thoughts, but also Let's see. What else do we've got to talk about here? All right, let's get a couple reads in here. Back the reads, baby. Oh, yeah, we're going to get a football schedule in a second. Boom. I will say I think Jed's last class would have been decent had all those guys that went to Washington actually stayed here. Like, DeMond Williams is awesome.
Yeah.
Adam Munster Tiger. Adam Muhammad, that guy is really good too. So anyway.
You think? Yeah. We don't know.
I think he's good.
You just said I think he's good. See what I'm saying?
You don't think he's good?
I don't know if he's good.
Yeah. All right. Now, Nova Home Loan, something we can unite on, knowing that it's good. The Mooney team proudly supports Arizona basketball. And again, check it out. Zach Mooney, NovaAZLoans.com, 520-230-5599. Take your shot with the Mooney team. Again, go in there and scan that QR code. Look at that QR code right there. That thing is beautiful. Scan it and call this number. Even if you don't think you're going to buy anything, call this number. It makes me look good. So again, that's what we're about here. It makes me look, and again, it takes a village for this one. NovaAZLoans.com, Zach Mooney, boom, check it out. You will thank me later. All right, what else? Oh, Foster Plumbing, man. We were talking about Ben One White earlier. This man, yeah, Ben One White, baby. All right, so residential and commercial, licensed, bonded, and insured. They lay good pipe, period.
Yep.
At the end of the day, the pipe is laid pure. 10% off when you mention the AZ12 podcast. Call 520-603-3817 to schedule service today. Go in there, back the pipe. And like I said, you will, when you look at it, you're looking at it and like, oh man, what's all of this? Hey, Sheer, have you ever had plumbing problems? Because it's not like you're like a politician where you're like, I work from 9 to 5, then I'm done for the day. Plumbing says, we do not care about your time restrictions. We will destroy you in the meantime.
Yeah, they're coming for you whenever you want.
Foster
does that all the time.
Yep, exactly. You got 24/7 service. They will check it out. Boom. You will thank me later. All right, Foster Plumbing, baby. Back the pipe. Oh, this guy, Andre Ferris. I think, isn't Andre in like Tennessee or something right now?
Yeah, somewhere.
Somewhere in the South. He's probably looking for, but either way, check it out. We're not going to endorse it. No chance. Not doing it.
Nope.
But do you feel like you're doing okay, but not confident on the right track?
I was literally just telling someone that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody feels like that. Give Andre a call at 520-325-3456 and reference the AZ12 podcast for a complimentary initial meeting, and check us out at longviewii.com. Again, no endorsement, but we would highly recommend going there. You will thank me again later. All of these ones, you're going to thank me later. I do so much community service for these people out here. Everybody out there, they don't know how their day is going to be spent until Mike Luke tells them what to do. Longview. Again, not an endorsement, but a strong recommendation. Boom.
Boom.
Okay. All right, I got a couple things to talk about here. We're going off script here. We're going off the tracks.
Oh, here we never do this.
Nah, I never do this. All right.
Nick Arenas. That's actually a good point, Mike. Have you heard of that guy?
AJ Hawks. No. Oh, stop. Nice try. Not doing it. Okay. Okay, so a couple things. First of all, Greek food, bad gas, weird farts, just, I don't know why. And Shelby said she has the same issue with Greek food.
Nope, she did not.
That is exactly what she said.
Nope, she said it makes her burp a little bit, not you describing on the phone to me and my family the kind of gas.
No, mouth farts, though. She said mouth farts. She does get mouth farts.
This is you. This is all you.
No, that's what she said. Mouth farts.
Good. This is your segment. You do it.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to talk about Diddy for a second. This guy is a loser. I've always been on to this. This guy is a loser. This guy ran from Suge Knight for like 25 years. Guy's going up to New York, calling him out, and Diddy's like, I'm the guy that Suge was talking about, and I don't want any problems. And then you go out there and you beat up women. You suck. Now, listen, I do think that the RICO charge was stupid. They were never going to get him on something like that. He wasn't running he was just a loser. But the other stuff, why not just charge him with the things that you could get charged, they could convict him on? Like, I don't know, the stuff that's on camera.
I don't know. Maybe they do that now. Maybe the state goes after him or whatever. I have no idea.
But he sucks though.
It was a weird case. He's a piece of crap, but it was a very weird case.
You know what's funny when they show him like in all of the he's no mafia boss. They're making him out like he's John Gotti or something, and it's like no. I'm telling you though, like for the longest time, I have more respect for Suge Knight than I do for because at least you don't mess with Suge, he ain't messing with you. It's just gangster stuff. Yeah. Whereas with Diddy couldn't hang with the big dogs, so he got off the porch and he started beating up on women. He sucks.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, but again, Bear Down Cats 96, I agree with that. But at the same point, he says we would have all run from Suge, but at the same time, there were five people in New York when Suge called him out, like in 1995 or whatever. They could have just bum rushed him. He wanted no part of that. It's because he is a weenie. Oh, dude, this guy is a soft weenie.
Yes.
Now, he's probably going to get off. I hope they just keep charging with him the rest of his life, though.
And civil cases and all that. At least make him poor.
Yeah, exactly. So, let's see. Yeah. Oh, 112.
Here's what I don't get, though. Forget Rico.
I did not swear, by the way.
Huh?
I did not swear, by the way.
If he did federal prostitution allegations, those are what he was found guilty on, and he was bringing them over state lines and stuff. Why was he acquitted of trafficking? That's what no one understands.
All right, do it again. You already said this to me again.
So you're bringing in prostitutes for freak-offs, right? You're guilty of that. But the jury said it wasn't trafficking.
Yeah, willing versus not willing. Yeah, no, that's what I think it is.
But it's still trafficking.
Yeah, but I think but is it trafficking though? If it's against their will, I don't think it's trafficking then. You're getting annihilated in the comments.
There's a whole article on USA Today right now that I was reading a little bit ago that literally said no one understands. It's up to the jury. Like, it's weird.
Interesting. All right. Well, I don't, he's not bringing them. He's just hiring money for, I don't know. I don't get it. But to me, there just seemed to be a lot of easier things that you could have charged him with than these. You know what it feels like? It feels like the feds, here's what I think the feds want to do. I think the feds wanted to, basically embarrass him. They did a pretty good job of that. And, I think they wanted to try to make a name for themselves, but the case, they charged him with too much.
Yes, they overreached. The articles that I read was about basically they overreached.
Right.
That they didn't go for the right stuff.
Yes. Okay. Now let's see here. Oh, Dennis Lawyer is an IP lawyer. An IP lawyer. Who killed Pac, Mike? Orlando Anderson. It was easy. Yeah, that's the other thing. I love all these people too that are like always getting into these. That are always getting into these. Here's what happened with Tupac. This is very simple. He saw somebody. He stomped him and a bunch of people out in Vegas. And the guy was a killer. Guess what he did? He came back and he shot him and killed him. That's exactly what happened. It's not simple, or it's that simple. It's that easy. It's not. So, anyways, so when do we think that Orlando Antigua? No, Orlando Anderson. Orlando Antigua. We should put that out there, like that. Orlando Antigua was the. Yeah, that'd be very funny. All right. So, anyways, that's my case. So when do you think Diddy's getting out?
I don't think he's going to jail at all. I don't think he'll go to jail whatsoever.
You think they have him for time? So you think he gets out, time served, and he's home?
Yeah, he'll go on probation or house. It'll be like house arrest.
Did you see 50 Cent was trolling him pretty well today?
Well, yeah. I mean,
yeah. 50 Cent's actually one of the funniest people. He's a very funny person.
Yeah, he could get up to 20 years. There's no way.
No way. Let's see here. He was there in Vegas that night. I think he might get a year or two. Yeah, I think he probably gets like a year. I think he's going to get like a year.
New York, the Post had some law expert, and they said he'll get a few months.
Yeah, all right. So all right. So who plays Diddy in the movie? Ben One White.
Yeah, Ben One Diddy.
Yeah, Ben One Diddy, baby. Oh gosh, that's awesome. Ben One Diddy in the house, baby.
Ben One Diddy.
Yo, no, that's good. Ben One Diddy in the house. That's a very, very good one. Okay. Time served. Yeah. How long has he been in jail now? Like 2 years?
No, not even.
Or like a year? Oh, did you see that Cool Burger guy is we're going
Yeah,
true crime.
that's a whole different he was arrested in September, not even a year.
Not even a year? All right, yeah. Did you see that Cool Burger guy is also Ben?
Yeah, I don't. This is an interesting one too, even though it has nothing to do with sports. We're on fire today.
Yeah,
we'll do more sports tomorrow.
Bring the heat.
So the prosecutor agreed no life in prison, right? Or sorry, no death penalty.
Right. Yeah.
The families didn't want that.
That's what I was watching last night. So
they just did it. They just did it, Mike. They while we were on air, the judge accepted it. The judge accepted the plea.
I do not understand this one. Here's where I'm at with this one. And again, I'm not a lawyer.
We're finding out a lot about Idaho lately, by the way.
Dude, yeah. Here's the thing. If this guy goes if you kill 4 people and all of the families are like, no, we don't want a plea deal. We want him to. And then the prosecutor's like, nah, we're good. Thanks for the input. What do you guys really know about this one?
Yeah, no, the reasoning was stupid. The reasoning was we don't want to put you through it.
No. If they want to be put through it, then
that's not your choice to make.
It's not your choice to make. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get that one. Isn't that where Ted Kaczynski was hanging out in that upside down cabin?
Yeah, that cabin's weird.
Did you see that cabin? Anybody out there that hasn't seen that cabin?
We talked about this on air before.
Yeah, he pleaded guilty to avoid the death penalty. You know what I like, too? I was watching Court TV, and I always like when these guys that get convicted or red-handed or whatever, and then they say something like, oh, well, I have an ironclad alibi that I'm going to tell everybody about. No, you don't. Because guess what? If you had the ironclad alibi, you would tell people immediately. You wouldn't tell them you were going to tell people. This is true, Sheer.
Yes.
Man,
yes.
I'm pumped right now. Hey, you know what also has me pumped? Little Caesars Pizza, baby. All right, so everybody get out there today. Oh, Dennis Walsh, my friend. No, Jesse Bridges. Hey, we're already giving you free pizza. Be nice, Jesse Bridges. But let's see here. We're going to be talking about my millennial birthday tomorrow. Dennis Walsh said he was born in 73. That's not a millennial, dude. Nice try. But everybody out there, go and get Little Caesars Pizza. 15 off 20. This one's a killer deal right there. Like I said, you could feed like a small family at Taiwanese State with all of this. And again, 15 off 20. 15% off any $20 purchase or just code LCFREECC. And you can get free Crazy Bread as well. That is good. Again, people, I can't thank you enough. You guys are great. And like I said, just want to keep this one going. Yeah, back the pizza, baby. Back the pizza. Have I told you my story about when I told the guy in Vegas that Little Caesar's Palace was named after Little? Probably like 8 times.
At least.
All right, well, that's a funny story, but again, I won't bore you with the details. And it's funny, there's a line in Dumb and Dumber when he's telling this woman, he goes, or she says, yeah, all this happened, but I won't bore you with the details. A woman he's clearly hitting on. He says, but she says, I wouldn't bore you with the details. And then he says, thanks. And then, yeah, it's awesome. Which Baggins is hosting your birthday party, Dennis? That's a very, very good question.
It's a very good question.
Very good, very good question. Okay. All right, we're going to be back tomorrow. We're going to be talking about Tommy Lloyd. Is this going to be his best team? I say yes. But, sure, first, where can they find you doing your stuff?
WildcatAuthority.com in the Wildcat Scoop podcast with Shelby.
Yeah. Oh, we should just do a true crime podcast sometime. We like true crime.
Yeah, we solve everything.
Yeah, we're good. All right, you can follow me at Iron Mike Luke, or if you don't want to find me, I don't blame you either. All right, we will be back with you tomorrow at 10:30. Everybody out there, get Baggins and Little Caesars today. That's all you need. And don't be like Kobe L. Thiel and not have air conditioning. That life sucks. Come back with us again. Also, what do we call him? Diddy One White or Ben One Diddy? What did we come up with? What was
Ben One Diddy?
Ben One Diddy. We have the casting member. All right. On that note, though, TTFN. We'll be back with you tomorrow. You guys are great. Appreciate you.